All right, so I want to talk about giving your time to other people. And this is something I touched on my last video. Um, I was talking to a friend, and she was telling me that time is the one thing that you can't get back. And I thought about it, and I thought about how when you give your time to somebody, that's why it's so, excuse me, my knees are shaking. When you give your time to somebody, how valuable it is and how much that really means to that person because you're giving your time to them and you can't get it back. And I was this came up because I was talking about how I can be very selfish with my time. I always feel like I wasted a lot of my time growing up doing a lot of partying, a lot of drinking, a lot of just wasting time. And so by the time I was about 25, I stopped all of it and I started a relationship that I put all of my heart and soul into. And well, there's another topic for another day on that, but I wasn't. So let me backtrack a little bit. I was in a relationship before that where I was a polar opposite. So I went from one extreme to the next. Two relationships ago, I was very set in my ways, couldn't tell me what to do, couldn't ask me to change. I would be like, I work, I pay my bills, I'm responsible, I can go out and do what I want, I can go drinking with my friends, I can, you can't tell me to change. You knew who I was when you got with me. I was very much um, no compromise at all. And so I was fully able to be myself, but I also wasn't listening to that person and I wasn't giving my time to them in a way that was like listening, being empathetic, um, or anything like that. I was nice, I feel like I was a good boyfriend and I tried my best to spend time, but I felt like um, I didn't like when I was asked to change. So I was very hard-headed and I didn't listen. So when that relationship failed, I felt like a monster. And my next relationship after that, I decided to be the complete opposite, where I decided I'm going to do everything I can to please this person. And I let go of my own personal desire to do what I want and all that stuff. So I gave up a lot of myself, um, and I didn't realize it. I thought I was just doing the right thing and trying to be the best boyfriend I could, and I ended up getting engaged, and um, that was a 3-year relationship. So, but I gave that person my time and my effort, and I let go of myself. Putting, I stopped taking care of myself and my needs and my wants and my desires and everything. So I lost a lot of myself, and that tore me up inside too. And ultimately, I think that because I was not happy, I sort of gave up on the relationship in the end, and I failed that relationship too. And I grew from both of those relationships significantly, probably more so from the more recent one. And so I've learned that, so there's a couple things I learned. One is how to be more independent, not codependent, which is another topic for another day. Um, but I also recently learned with the conversation about giving time that one of the most precious things that you can do in life is to give your time to somebody else. So, and you know what? It feels good too. Not only does it feel good, but it is good. It's inherently a good thing to do to dedicate your time to other people. When my sister calls me, she'll say, "Hey, I haven't seen you in forever. Do you want to come see me?" And I'm like, well, I'm busy. I got a lot going on. All that time that I wasted in my past has me feeling like I need to catch up. I need to hurry up and catch up on all this time that I wasted. So I was selfish with my time in the past by doing all this partying and stuff, and now I'm selfish with my time trying to be productive and even lazy sometimes. I just feel like being by myself. I feel like doing the things I like. I like to play video games. I like to do programming. I like to study, and I like to build my skills and work towards my career. I like to work, so I'm a lot more productive with my time, but I'm still selfish with it. So when I was having this conversation about giving your time um, and how valuable that is to somebody, it's telling that person that you're willing to put the time that you're spending on yourself to the side. That doesn't mean that you're not doing things for yourself. It just means that you can sacrifice an hour out of your day. You can sacrifice a 30-minute phone call or just anything to give to somebody. That means a lot to that person. It means more than um, a gift sometimes. It means more than, it's like when you have like, you hear about these relationships where somebody's really rich or they're wealthy and they always give gifts, right? So the gifts are like compensation for their time. They don't want to spend time, so that they just buy gifts and they think that gifts are enough to fulfill
Oh
that
no.
relationship. Hey man, give me 1 second, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
So basically that's it. I'm going to come back and finish this video later, but um, think about how valuable your time is to give to somebody and how precious that is to them. Dedicate a little bit out of time out of your day to somebody because that matters. So just think about that and let it marinate. That's it.